Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for July 30th, 2024. This is for Aries. Let's see what's going on, Aries. Last shuffle. All right, Aries. Well, letting go. And we have Ascendant Masters. A lot of, well, Aries, what I'm seeing is around you, there are people that are just not willing to, they're not going to stand firm in what they believe. Okay, so you might see a lot of wishy-washy energy, like, they may people may be abandoning things that they said they were going to do, especially because it's too hard. Okay. You may be very you may be one that is doing the same. You may feel like it's time to let go of something. Okay. So there may be some things that are going on with you, right? Where you are like, I have to uphold this. I have to keep this going. I have to say this could be like a home, a way the way that you run your home, or like something to do with what like something on the outside that it's like on the outside this looks presentable. Okay, on the outside this makes me look like I'm an accomplished individual. This makes me look like life is getting better for me. Ooh, home came out, and I was just saying home because it felt like home. So some of you may be trying to there's a home or space, or maybe a vehicle, or maybe something a status symbol, a symbol of something that says I wear this mantle of this, and I'm holding on to it, right? This looks like some of you are letting that go. Okay. A lot of people are going to say to themselves with this energy coming out that I'm, it's like I'm not, you're challenging something that makes you happy and sad at the same time. You know how, this makes me feel like a person who may be holding on to like a home because it says something about who you are. Like, I've always had this place. I've always lived in this kind of environment, and now it's been a source of, it's a cantankerous thing. It's like overwhelming. For some reason it's giving me home ownership. Like someone, everyone keeps throwing in our face, you gotta own a home, you gotta da 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 da, and versus renting. Renting is frowned on, right? But that may be right for somebody, because say the responsibilities of owning a home are just too great, right? It's just too much. Something breaks, you're responsible for it. You got to fix it, or the house could fall apart. And so for some, that's just too much, right? We got a busier life than just trying to uphold these four walls. And I could say that from a personal experience. Okay, owned my first home, and I was like, I finally have arrived, and not taking into account all the work that goes into keeping it, and the fear of losing it, and all of these things, right? And I'm not trying to interject myself into this. I'm just saying what this is speaking of here. Now the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles is saying that something that you have invested a lot of your time into has become maybe overwhelming now. So letting go, we have Queen of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Lots of four energy, which is talking about letting go of something that you may have been holding on to, that maybe circumstances have changed, and now you're ready to move on. You're ready to move forward. Okay. This could be letting go of a person, letting go of this ideal of I need to have this person in my life, or I need to have a person in my life, or a place in my life. Um, and seeing that your life could change and go in a better direction. Perhaps being with this person is caused too much chaos for you. Perhaps it's like you guys never get along. It's time to let them go. Just because you've been together for a long time doesn't mean that this is like going to be this story. Or maybe you were trying to hold on to a home, and it's like problem after problem after problem. There's no shame in letting something go that maybe once you celebrated. Okay, something has changed is what this says. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but it feels like someone needs to have some relief. Ascendant Masters is 5 of Wands and 5 of Cups. Someone may realize as well, Aries, it could be you, or the people that you're connected to may realize that their beliefs go counter to what life really is for them. So What, like I said, you're holding on to, say you're holding on to the home, but you're crying all the time because you don't know how you're going to be able to afford it, right? Nothing changes, no matter how many repairs. Like a vehicle, I have had one like that, a vehicle that I poured so much money into, it didn't make any sense. As a matter of fact, I had a bike, like um a mini bike, and I can't tell you how many times, no matter how many times or where I went with that bike, something would break. Either the clutch would break, the brakes would fall apart, the tire would have something wrong with it. The next thing you know, the some kind of fuel injector be wrong. Then you have to get a new carburetor. Then this, that, and the third, and it would be like every week something's wrong. And although I wanted to keep it because it was fun, it caused more problems than it did anything else. And so there's something about a person saying, my belief system of what I want to hold on to is causing me more problems. So I need to let this go, even though I don't want to. New supportive connections, Knight of Wands and the Three of Wands is almost, goodness gracious, it's like these people in your space come in only, it's like they wait until it's convenient for them to come in to help you or to connect with you. They may be coming in hot, and you may feel as though they're not there for you when you need them. They're only there for you when it's something that they could do fast and get on with their business. You may feel like people do this to you, or certain people that are supposed to be there for you or say they're going to be there for you, or they want to connect. They only connect when it's like, oh, I need you to do this now. Okay, out. I'm out. That may be the vibe energy with that. It also says that you may feel like they only plan to deal with you when it's something that can be done for them quickly. You may feel like you're supporting them and they're not supporting you. You may feel also too with these people that they keep you waiting, and then they come in and come out. Like you know what I mean? It's like you're waiting for what? Some of you may feel like they let you work on things on your own. They come up with a plan and then they only do a certain part, and then you're left with the rest. And it's time to let them go. Like, oh, we're going to do all these things. Let's throw a party. Let's have this going on and that going on. But they only show up to eat after they've made the plans. They don't come in to help. I actually dealt with somebody like that. We're all supposed to be doing all these chores. This person one time, man, dropped me off. It's like, I'll be right back. We're washing clothes. Dropped me off. I look and there was at least 10 baskets. And this person I'm going to go clean the car. I almost flattened the tires. Almost went out. Part of me, I look back like, you're peeling, or you're leaving. Oh, good luck with these clothes. Cause nah, I'll know. There's so many, man. This is almost feeling like spirits talking to me. I got to let somebody go. But milestone is Three of Cups and the Queen of Swords. And the milestone is that what is happening here is that you may find yourself in a space now that you don't take anyone seriously, or you don't take this specific person seriously, or this, whatever it is you're holding on to, whether it's a person, place, thing, you're not taking it seriously anymore, right? You realize it's like a third wheel in your space. You're seeing it for what it is. The Queen of Swords sees things for what it is. She's like, I know you're a subject, a royal subject, but I'm still gonna have my sword ready, because just because you have a title doesn't mean that you have integrity. You know what I mean? And just because you have a station in my life right now, just because you're on a certain shelf, just because you're in a certain container, doesn't mean that you're good for me. Doesn't mean that you have the right intentions. Doesn't mean that it's helpful. I can't take it seriously any longer. I have to look at it for what it is. That it's a separate thing for me. It's not an appendage of mine. And that could be, like I said, with the person. So you finally maybe are reaching a point where you're ready to cut something off, whereas before you were holding on to it for dear life because it was a symbol for you, or it was something for you. This person, especially anybody who's in a Knight of Wands energy and a Three of Wands energy, this person is like, I'll wait until the fire starts. They're not going to prevent the fire. They're not going to help you put the fire out. They're going to come in and be like, oh man, fire. I've been wanting to smoke a cigarette. Let me go light my cigarette and leave. Like, that's the type of energy I'm seeing. They're not going to help you with the damage or anything, but they support you though. Yeah, I'm there for you. I could laugh with you next to the flame, but I'm not going to put it out. You know, something about the belief system is changing. You're being challenged personally, spiritually challenged. Do you need this? Do you need this person? Do you need this thing? Do you? And why? Is it because you spent a lot of time doing this, or you were there with them for a long time? What is it? And if it's just a trophy for you, it's time to let it go. It's time to move on. Your life will change rapidly. It will get better. And so that's what Spirit's got for you. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius very strongly. We also have an Aries or Leo, another Aries or Leo, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. So you could, well, I don't see any cusps there. You could be dealing with those signs or not at all. Or they could all be in your, they could be in your chart or in the chart of the people that you're dealing with. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.